Hello, this here is Monkey D. Kaiba, and I'm here to talk about timing. It's a often a misconception in Yu-Gi-Oh. It's something that confuses people a lot. If any of you've ever played a game on the DS or whatever, you'll probably have remembered a lot of times when you try to activate an effect, it'll come up saying something like, "Oops, you've missed your timing." People don't understand timing. People kind of just ignore all the rules of timing. You might think it's quite stupid, and well, I don't know about that, but I'm going to try and explain to you exactly how timing works in Yu-Gi-Oh, so you'll get a better understanding of how the rules work. So here we go.
Okay, using this scripted duel here on Duel Network with my friend Edward Newgate LeVay. Say hi. We're going to show you how timing works. Now, when it comes to effects, effects can either be compulsory or mandatory, or they could be optional. With Naturia Cliff, it says when this card's sent to the field of the graveyard, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Naturia monster from your deck onto your side of the field in physical attack position. Um, remember it says can. That means you can choose not to activate its effect. So, for example, if I attacked and it was destroyed in battle, or even by a card effect, you can activate its effect. If you choose to, summon, you can summon another happy Naturia Cliff. Now, let's say instead of him being destroyed by or sent to the field of graveyard by an effect or an attack, let's say he was used as a cost. So if he was tributed for a Caius, Caius activates his effect to remove Dark Arm Dragon. So go ahead, Chris. Naturia Cliff's effect will not activate. You don't have a choice in this, because the last thing that happened was the effect of Caius removing Dark Arm Dragon from play, and even before that, what happened? Yeah, even before that, Caius was summoned. So Naturia Cliff missed its timing. Its effect will only activate when it's sent from the field of the graveyard. So if something else happens before it gets to resolve its effect, it'll just miss its timing. So now, let's say let's say we use Sangan instead. So now Sangan's effect says when this card is sent from the field of the graveyard, add one monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. It doesn't say can. It's mandatory or mandatory. You have to do this. There's no option in it. So if I attributed him for a Caius, and then say Caius just removes himself, even though the last thing that was the last thing that happened was Caius's effect resolving and also him being tributed, Sangan, because its effect must happen, it can't miss its timing. So after all that's resolved, you can pick a monster and with 1500 attack or less and put it in your hand. Now, another example about timing I would use here is with the card Appropriate, and go ahead and activate the Graceful Charity. Now, with Graceful Charity, you draw 3 cards and then discard 2. With the card Appropriate, you can only activate it when your opponent draws the cards outside their draw phase, like with Graceful Charity. Now, you can't activate Appropriate in response to Graceful Charity because the last thing that happened wasn't drawing 3 cards, it was discarding 2 cards. So Appropriate cannot respond to that. But let's say Appropriate was already on the field, it was already face up, and then your opponent activates Graceful Charity, draws 3 cards, and then discards 2. Because Appropriate was already on the field, so it was already activated, its effect can activate and you can draw 2 cards after Graceful Charity resolves. So hopefully that'll give you a bit more understanding about how timing works. This is Monkey D. Kaiba and my good friend. Edward Newgate LeVay. So thanks again. Comment, rate, subscribe.